Look up at the night sky. In the silent velvet black you see a tapestry of predictable ancient light. The familiar constellations, the steady glow of planets, the gentle shimmering river of the Milky Way itself. It is a spectacle of profound peace, a cosmic clockwork that has ticked along for the entirety of human history. It is so constant, we often forget to even look. Now, imagine one night that peace is shattered. A new star appears. A point of light so fierce, so impossibly bright, that it outshines every other star in the sky. Visible not just at night, but in the broad daylight. A celestial lighthouse has switched on in our own galactic backyard, and it is a beacon marking the most violent and creative event in the universe, a supernova. To be born into the generation that witnesses this is to win the cosmic lottery. It is to be alive for a singular moment of divine revelation, a front-row seat to the birth of elements and the unveiling of cosmic secrets. To be a supernova witness is not just to see a bright light, it is to witness the very process that made your existence possible. Today, we explore why, of all the moments in history, being born a Milky Way supernova witness might just be the very best. Before the show can begin, the stage must be set. Our Milky Way galaxy is a bustling city of over 200 billion stars, but for the most part, it is a stable neighborhood. Yet, scattered throughout it are ticking time bombs. These are the colossal heavyweight stars, blue giants and red supergiants like Betelgeuse, Eta Carinae, or Wolf-Rayet 104, stars more than 8 times the mass of our own sun. For millions of years, these giants live fast and die young. They burn through their nuclear fuel with unimaginable ferocity. In their core, they are cosmic forges, crushing lighter elements into heavier ones, hydrogen to helium, helium to carbon, carbon to oxygen, and so on, up the periodic table to iron. But with iron, the process stops. Fusing iron consumes energy instead of releasing it. The star's internal furnace, the only thing holding back the crushing weight of its own gravity, suddenly switches off. In less than a second, the core collapses. The star's outer layers, once held at bay, now come screaming inwards at a quarter of the speed of light. They slam into the impossibly dense, newly formed neutron core and rebound in a cataclysmic explosion. This is a supernova, an event so powerful it can briefly outshine its entire host galaxy. For a few brilliant weeks, it will radiate more energy than our sun will in its entire 10 billion-year lifetime. And we are overdue for one. Scientists estimate there should be 1 to 3 such events per century in a galaxy our size. The last one clearly seen in the Milky Way was in 1604. The fuse has been burning for over 400 years. When it finally happens, the first messengers will not be light. They will be neutrinos. These ghostly, nearly massless particles are created in unimaginable numbers in the collapsing core. Because they barely interact with matter, they escape the dying star hours before the visible shockwave of light does. Imagine this. Deep underground, in detectors filled with ultra-pure water in Japan or ice in Antarctica, a sudden, unprecedented flood of signals appears. A frantic flurry of alerts goes out to astronomers worldwide. They will have a secret, a few hours head start. They will know the explosion has already happened. They will know the light is coming. They will point every telescope on and off the planet towards a single point in the sky, waiting for the curtain to rise. This silent, secret announcement is the first gift of the supernova. For the first time, humanity will have an advance warning for the greatest light show in history. Then the light arrives. A star that was previously faint, or perhaps even invisible to the naked eye, will erupt into brilliance. Over a few hours, it will grow brighter than Venus, brighter than any star or planet in the sky, second only to the sun and moon. A new temporary sun will hang in our daytime sky. It will be an unmissable global event. No matter who you are or where you live, you will be able to see it. This shared sky would be the second, and perhaps most profound, gift. For a few precious weeks, that star would unite humanity. In a world fractured by politics, borders, and beliefs, every single person would be able to look up and see the same celestial wonder. It would become the single greatest shared experience in human history. It would dominate every conversation, every news broadcast, every artistic endeavor. Poets would write odes, musicians would compose symphonies, and children would draw a sky with two suns. The supernova would become our new temporary North Star, a guiding light not for navigation, but for our collective consciousness. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? An entire planet united in awe. How would you feel, looking up at a new star in the daytime sky, knowing you are sharing that exact moment with billions of other people? Let us know in the comments what you think that experience would be like. And if you believe in the power of wonder to unite us, give this video a like to share that sentiment. For science, this event would be nothing short of a Rosetta Stone for the cosmos. The last time we witnessed a relatively close supernova was in 1987, in a neighboring dwarf galaxy. It revolutionized astrophysics, but it was 168,000 light-years away. A Milky Way supernova could be 1,000 times closer. The flood of data would be unimaginable. The fire hose of neutrinos would allow us to peer directly into the heart of a star's collapsing core, a place forever hidden from us. We would test our most fundamental theories of particle physics. If the explosion is not perfectly symmetrical, it would generate a powerful burst of gravitational waves, ripples in space-time itself. Our detectors, like LIGO and Virgo, would receive a signal so clear, so loud, that it would make all previous detections seem like whispers. We would be hearing the cosmic roar of a star's death throes, and through our telescopes the light itself would tell the grandest story of all. Using spectroscopy, we could watch in real time as the elements that make up our world are forged and blasted into space. We would see the spectral signatures of gold, platinum, oxygen, and carbon, the very atoms that constitute our planets, our bodies, our DNA, being created in the heart of the blast. The phrase, "we are all stardust," would cease to be a poetic abstraction and become an observed, witnessed fact. We would be watching our own cosmic genesis story unfold. After the initial light fades, the show is not over. It simply transforms. The expanding cloud of gas and dust, the supernova remnant, would become a new breathtaking nebula in our sky. Like the Crab Nebula, the stunning ghost of the supernova of 1054 AD, this new celestial object would be our generation's legacy written on the heavens, a beautiful, evolving cosmic painting for our children and their children to study for millennia to come. This is why it is best to be born a supernova witness. It is to be born into a moment of ultimate clarity. It is the moment humanity exchanges theory for fact, speculation for observation. It is to be alive for the moment that provides the definitive answers to our oldest questions. Where did the elements come from? How do stars die? What is our connection to the cosmos? The experience would offer a planet-wide overview effect, a profound shift in perspective. To see such violent creation and destruction on a cosmic scale would be a deeply humbling experience. It would remind us of the fragility of our own small world and the absurdity of our conflicts in the face of such galactic power. To be a supernova witness is to see the universe not as a static, unchanging backdrop, but as a living, breathing, violent, and creative entity. It is to witness the cosmic cycle of death and rebirth from which we are sprung. It is the ultimate confirmation that we are not separate from the universe, but a fundamental thinking, feeling part of it, forged in the very heart of a dying star. The universe is full of these grand, unanswered questions and future spectacles waiting to be seen. If you want to continue exploring the vastness of our cosmos and the profound story of our place within it, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. The stars are waiting.